and welcome to baseball's greatest games. This week, we'll show you a real treasure. Game 6 of the 1952 World Series. Not only was this a classic battle between New York's great rivals, the Yankees and the Dodgers, but it was broadcast by a pair of legends, Mel Allen and Red Barber. It's even more special since it's baseball's oldest complete game in existence. So to Ebbets Field, where the Dodgers are up 3-2. At the mic, Mel Allen.
Gil McDougall leads off. He's had 2 out of 16 in the series. High inside, ball 1. Fellow with the unorthodox batting stance. Inside, ball 2. Strike, 2-1. Laid that one right in there. Figuring McDougall to be taking as the leadoff man in the ball game. A high foul out of play upstairs, up onto the roof. The count becomes 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball hit to Billy Cox. 1 away. Cookie Lavighetto's bringing sunglasses out to Pee Wee Reese as Rizzuto comes up. Now Reese is trotting back out to short. You just saw the blur coming by your screen of Lavighetto returning to the Dodger dugout. Rizzuto's had 2 hits out of 19 times at bat. Ball 1 at the knees, inside. Coaching down at first base is Bill Dickey. And at third base, Frank Crosetti. The high pop out to short. Short left, Reese out there under it. 2 away. Coming up now is Mickey Mantle.
Batting in number 3 position.
7 out of 21.
Mickey Mantle.
The leading Yankee hitter at a .333 clip. Little outside, ball 1. As you've learned, if you did not know before, Mantle is a switch hitter. That's left-handed against right-handed pitching and vice versa. Equal power from either side of the plate. Strike. Slow curve. Got the outside part of the platter. Young Billy Lowe's on the mound. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. Strike 2, another slow curve, 2-2. Ball 3 outside. Full count. On deck is Johnny Mize. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, none on. Top of the first inning. No score. Ball 4. And now up comes Johnny Mize.
Batting in fourth position,
Johnny Mize, who already has won for himself a permanent niche in the hearts of fans everywhere, regardless of which team they may be rooting for. The sentimental hero in this series in any case. Strike one. Like a good cut. He's had 4 out of 9 in the series, 3 of the 4 home runs. Foul back. Strike 2. That must have dented the box of Mr. Waldo O'Malley. Someone is pointing at the spot. And actually, it must have gone right on into it. It's Fresco Thompson, the head on there you just saw. 2 strikes. There's the drive to right center, racing over for it is Snyder, and he makes a nice running catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on. And so at the middle of the first inning, the score is Yankees nothing, Brooklyn. After the first inning at Ebbets Field, Vic Grashy on the mound, making his second series appearance.
Number 3.
In this series, of course. He had a record of 3 wins and 2 losses in previous World Series. He beat the Dodgers in the second game, which was played here at Ebbets Field, being helped along by 5-run inning his mates gave him in the 6th inning of the ball game. Pitching a very strong game, a 3-hitter. Allowing all the hits in 1 inning. So it's Vic Grashy out there on the mound trying to keep the Yankees in the series if he can. Billy Cox, the batter. Ball 1, a little outside. Billy Cox, 4 out of 17. Strike, 1-1. Curve is over, strike 2. Low outside, 2-2, another breaking pitch. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball to short left, may drop, and it does. And there goes Cox into second with a pop fly double to left. Billy Cox got a pop fly double along the left field line. Woodling couldn't get into it, nor McDougal out for it.
Number 1, Pee Wee Reese.
And up comes the little Colonel, Pee Wee Reese. The hitting star of the series with 9 out of 21. Closely followed by Duke Snyder's clutch hitting. Snyder's had 2 hits less, but has driven in 6 runs. Reese has driven in 3. There's a bunt up into the air. Berra in front of the plate has it. Attempted sacrifice, and Reese pops to Berra. And here comes the big Duke. Drove in 4 runs yesterday, and the fans already are beginning to applaud him.
Batting in number 3 position, number 4, Duke Snyder, center fielder.
Duke Snyder, the leading RBI man in this series with 6. Opening day, a homer with 1 on, and yesterday he drove in 4 runs, including a homer with 1 on. High inside, ball 1. Jake Fittler coaching at first base. And the manager, Chuck Dresden, at third. Last half of the first inning. Cox on second, 1 out. A bluff pickoff situation. Inside for knees, ball 2. Jackie Robinson on deck. Cox on second, 1 out. Last half, first inning. No score. Inside, ball 3. Vic Raschi, the Springfield rifle. No concern now. Ball 4 outside. Up comes Jackie Robinson.
Number 42, Jackie Robinson.
Snyder on second. Snyder on first. Cox on second. 1 out. And here's Jackie. 3 out of 15. The ground ball hit toward third. McDougall has stepped on third and can't make a play anywhere else. There was a slow bounder. Gill stumbled off the bag. I don't know whether or not he might have had a play otherwise or not. Robinson is real quick getting down the line. Duke Snyder on second base. And Jackie Robinson on first. And the hitter is George Schuba. Schuba having replaced Andy Papko. As Red told you earlier, we acquainted you yesterday with the fact that he had injured himself and even had our cameraman get him in a wonderful shot massaging his thigh muscle as he still tried to stay in the ball game in left field. So here's Schuba. Fouled off upstairs, strike 1. Schuba's had 1 out of 3. The Springfield rifle, Vic Raschi. Still in the jam. First inning, 2 on. Curve is high, 1-1. Tried that slow curve. On deck is Roy Campanella. Another high curve. Ball 2, 2-1. Having watched Raschi over the last few years, sometimes the manner in which he will go in a ball game is tipped off early by his ability or lack of it to control his curve. Strike 2, got the outside corner with his fastman. He is a type of pitcher, however, who, if he happens to be shaky in the beginning and can get by, will frequently settle down. Curve outside, ball 3. Full count. So with 2 down, Duke Snyder on second and Jackie Robinson on first will be off and running with the pitch. There they go. It's a high pop foul. It may be out of play. I don't know. It is out of play. The ball went so high into the air, it even escaped us as it went above our telecasting booth. We had to wait to see just where it was going to come down back into view. That one got high up into the wind, which is blowing across the third baseline toward the stands and helped blow it on in. Snyder on second, Robinson on first, 2 outs, 3-2 on the hitter. First inning, no score. There they go. Swung on, a ground ball hit out toward Martin. He up with it to Mize, side retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on. The score at the end of the first inning, Yankees nothing, Dodgers nothing.
So far, 1 batter has reached second base. And as we go to the top of the 4th, there's still no score.
The pattern set for the first third of the ball game is right in keeping with the previous 5. So far, the Dodgers have had the lone scoring opportunity. Cox opened in the first inning with a double. This for you late viewers. The turning point of the inning coming when Reese, attempting to sacrifice him to third, bunted the ball into the air. After Snyder walked, Rashi disposed of Robinson and Schuber. So far, there's been a great deal of pressure and tension on every pitch, but nothing developing yet of tremendous excitement, but the crowd all feeling the tenses. Mickey Mantle, top of the 4th inning. Strike 1. The sun is beating down on young 22-year-old Billy Lowe's as it spotlights the youngsters' efforts to pitch the Dodgers to their first World's title. There's a bunt over the head of the pitcher. Robinson out there to grab it at second. Mickey Mantle attempting to drag one. Almost bunted one into center field. Got it as far as second, and Jackie Robinson took it. Comes Johnny Mize. Line to Snyder in the first inning. Ball 1 inside. Low inside, ball 2. Ball 3, inside. Campanella registering a mild complaint. Nothing, top of the 4th. Inside and low, ball 4. Mize walks. The second pass given up by Billy Lowe's, L-O-E-S. A native of New York. Lives out in Long Island. As Red told you, his home's only about 20 miles from the ballpark. He lives in Queens and Astoria. Yogi Berra pops to short in the second inning. Strikes inside. That ball almost got away from Campanella. Almost hit Yogi and almost got away from Campy. No score, fourth inning. There's a strike. 1-1. Right-hander. He's serious about his work. Strike two. Yogi took a good cut at breaking stuff. Had the fans hollering just at his swing. Ground ball out to Jackie Robinson. Up with it. Over to Reese for one. Back to Hodges. It gets away from him. Barra's trying to go to second. Hodges picks the ball up, and Yogi goes into second base. No double play as the relay from Reese, after taking the throw from Robinson for the force at second on Mize, gets by Gil Hodges. There will be an error on the play. Most likely charged to Reese on the throw. Talking to Billy Lowe's, telling him not to worry about anything. Berra forces Mize at second, Robinson to Reese, who's relayed to Hodges, attempting to double up Berra, who's into the dirt, skipped by Hodges, and Berra went on to second. An error on the play. The batter is Woodling, single to right center in the second inning, and the error is charged to Reese on the throw. Ball one. This is the first Yankee to have gotten as far as second base. Nice strike. Fastball in there. 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. No score. Top of the fourth. Billy Lowe's not awed by the man at the plate, Gene Woodling, a good hitter. He's faced a lot of good hitters. Sticking that Joe out right now, isn't he? They don't want to make that pitch. OK's the next one. There's a high drive to center. Snyder out there getting under it. Side retired. No runs, no hits, one error, one left on. And so at the middle of the fourth inning, the score, Yankees nothing, Dodgers.
That of Red Barber. He was New York City's first radio baseball broadcaster. And it's funny because in 1954, he left the Dodgers and teamed up at the Yankees with none other than Mel Allen.
Snyder, one of the heroes of yesterday, walked in the first inning and grounded out second to first in the third today. He's 0 for 1. For the series, he's 7 for 23. Boom! Look out. Look out. You needn't look anymore. The picture told you the story. Snyder hauled off and hit one high over that 40-foot screen into Bedford Avenue here in Brooklyn, and it is 1-0 favor the Dodgers. Robinson takes ball one, high outside. Snyder, that gives him his 8th hit, his 3rd home run, his 7th run batted in. Robinson 0 for 2 today. ball, strike. The Dodgers driving for their first World Championship, and this is their 6th attempt. They're now leading 1-0 and leading in games 3-2. Curve high inside. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Snyder has now driven in the last 5 runs for the Dodgers. The last 4 yesterday and the only one today. Robinson, a foul ball. It is well that it was foul because Jack slipped at the plate and had not even moved out of batter's box. The ball was just a couple of inches foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's probably a good thing that there is the same heavy screen in front of Walter O'Malley's box that we have in front of Mel and me. He'd have jumped out of there just now. Robinson, a high fly ball into deep left, woodling back. Stays with it for the out. 1 away. George Schuber, who is starting today. His start was necessitated because of the injury to Patco. The Dodgers now have 5 able-bodied outfielders, including the veteran Tommy Holmes, who finished the game yesterday, and the young rookie from Havana, Cuba, who is just in his first year of professional ball. Came up to the Dodgers late from St. Paul, Edmundo Amaro. Dick Williams, who was a regular outfielder in August, broke his shoulder. There's Rashi, who has a real job on his hands. Gives Schuber a low inside curve, and it is strike 1. Curve, missed. Strike 2. Snyder's 3rd home run has just tied one of Babe Ruth's records. The most home runs, 3 in a 6-game series. Ball 1. The records naturally detail the 5-game series, 6-game series, etc. But the great home run hitting in a World Series, well, the 4 home runs hit in a 4-game series in 28 by Lou Gehrig. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3, he changed up again and struck him out, just as he did in the 4th inning, as Mel pointed out to you. 7 strikeouts for Rashi today, 16 so far in the Classic. The 2nd start. Roy Campanella is 1 for 2 today. He has 4 hits in the series, and half of them off Rashi. 1-0 Brooklyn. Snyder continuing to write his name in big letters. Curveball swung on and fouled over into the stand. Ball back to the mound. That is all for Roy. And so the 6th inning ends as Snyder gets a hand as he goes running out to center field. Out to the mound, Mel has just dug in the little red book and discovered that Snyder's home run has tied another World Series record. For a 6-game series, this is the 2nd time in history that the 2 clubs have hit a total of 11 home runs. The Dodgers have had 5, Snyder 3 of them, and the Yankees have hit 6. In the series of 36 between the Yankees and the Giants, that went 6 games, 11 home runs were hit then. Lowe's on the mound, Campanella back at the plate. The Yankees will be sending up Berra, Woodling, and Norin. Do you see the left index finger that is taped by Berra? Well, he's not complaining. He's not volunteering any information. But we did get him to confess before the game that every ball he catches, especially those that are low, hurts that finger. And he just cannot get around up there at the plate with that bat. Swings at a curve and fouls it. One. Curve, high outside. Let up curve. 1-1. The Dodgers and Snyder 1. The Yankees nothing. Fastball is high. Ball 2. There's the close-up with our 40-inch reflector lens. Time is called. That's Charlie DiGiovanni, the Brooklyn bat boy, taking Carl Ferrello's sunglasses in right field. The reason Carl had not been using them now was because from where he was, the sun was not low enough to be impinging over the roof of the stands. But as you can see by the shot on the infield, it is setting. The 2-1 pitch. Foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Curve, foul ball. A World Series is a tremendous challenge to the players, to the umpires. I'd like to say that it's been a tremendous challenge to our camera crews here at Ebbets Field and at Yankee Stadium. And they've done a great job. It's a very complicated process, and that ball moves very suddenly on you. And you have no warning. Our compliments to the cameraman. Foul ball back into Campanella's left chest. Waiting on deck is Woodling. Campanella rubbed that left chest, but he didn't get up out of his crouch. 2-2 pitch. Ball hit toward the right field corner, close to the line. Drops foul in front of the Brooklyn bullpen. Hit up against the roll of infield covering. A high drive. That's trouble. It's an even-up ball game. And Yogi Berra belts one. An identical blow to Duke Snyder's. High over the screen and into Bedford Avenue. And the ball game is even. The Yankees a moment ago before that swing were down a game and down a run. They're still down a game, but the runs are even. There they are up there on the scoreboard. And this sets a new record now for the most home runs hit by 2 teams in a 6-game series. 12. Up now is Gene Woodling. Curveball is in for a called strike. Woodling got the first of the Yankee hits when he singled in the 2nd inning. Go out to center field his next time. He is adjudged to have swung. Strike 2. He could not check the impetus of the bat. Now the Brooklyn bullpen for the first time is active. The left-hander, number 16, is Lehman. The right-hander is Johnny Rutherford. Each has relieved once previously. It's a 2-strike count to Woodling, who's a little unhappy about it. What a series. What a ball game. Okay, the ice is broken now. A home run each way. First Snyder and then Berra. That home run by Berra, by the way, is his 4th World Series home run. Curve low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Close up of Lowe's. Youngster, 22 years old. Outside. Ball 2.
2-2.
There's the old professor, as they call him, Casey Stengel. That bench must be hot. He's standing up a lot today. A base hit through the middle for Woodling. Snyder retrieves, throws in, and Woodling holds on at first. A single through the middle. The Yankees held to 2 hits for 6 innings, and no runs. Have answered back here in the 7th with 2 hits and 1 run. Irv Noren, after striking out in the 2nd, singled to left field in the 5th. Boy, this series is enough to give you the hysterics, isn't it? Ball is low outside. Ball 1. Yankees won, the Dodgers won. As a look over on the Brooklyn bench, manager Charlie Dresden, partly obscured by the post. He's watching Lowe's very carefully, because he has to make a decision one way or the other, whether to go with him or replace him. Fastball is fouled over into the Yankee dugout. It just missed hitting manager Stengel. Ball and a strike. Nobody out. It's a balk. Lowe started to pump, and the ball falls out of his hand. A balk is called because he was getting ready to deliver the ball. And Woodling walks on to second, and manager Dresden is en route to the mound. So Lowe is charged with a balk, and there goes the little skipper, who has done such a great job bringing this Brooklyn club along all year. It's a balk, the first we've had in the series. Campanella, number 39, the catcher. Charlie Dresden, number 7. Talking to Lowe's. Situation is now changed for the Yankees. With a 1-ball, 1-strike count at the plate, the balk moves the potential tie-breaking run to second base. Swinging. Lowe came down with his slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Strike 3. He snuck the fastball on the inside, and Noren was unhappy about it. That is the 3rd Yankee to be struck out today. Second baseman Billy Martin is 0 for 2. He is 4 for 17 in the series. Runner at second base is Woodling. 1 out. Curve high outside. First base is open. Home runs in rapid succession and a 1-1 tie. Curve is too high. Ball 2. Curve low outside. Ball 3. Frankie Crosetti coaching at third. Down in the bullpen, Rutherford, the right-hander, Lehman, the left-hander for Brooklyn. A strike. He's judged to have swung on a high pitch. Martin couldn't check his swing. Backs out. 3 balls, 1 strike. That so-called half swing is a puzzling thing for the plate umpire. He is certain he's going to get an argument no matter which way he calls it. He calls it, he gets it from the hitter. He doesn't call it, he gets it from the defense. A foul ball outside first. Kicking on down toward the Brooklyn bullpen. Three and 2 is the count. A new record for total home runs for 2 ball clubs has now been set for a 6-game series, a total of 12. The Yankees have tied the pitch is curve swung on a high pop fly. Billy Cox, the third baseman, makes the grab for the second out. The Yankees tie their own record of the most home runs hit by themselves in a 6-game series with 7. The Dodgers have hit 5. The old record for home runs total by both clubs in the 6-game series was 11. All right, Vic Raschi gets a big hand. His catcher just put him back on even terms, and he's got a chance to put himself a run up. Woodling is at second base on the single and the balk. 2 men are out. Raschi is 0 for 2 today. Curve is hit right back off the shins of the pitcher. Hodges can't get it. It's into right field. Here is Woodley coming on toward the plate, and it's a 2-1 game for the Yankees. Raschi hit that ball solidly off of Lowe's shin. So solidly, in fact, that it caromed into right field for a base hit. And that is, in every sense of the word, a hit off Lowe's. And this reminds you back a World Series game between the Yankees and the Giants when a ball was hit off Freddie Fitzsimmons. And also, there was a ball hit again off Fitzsimmons in a series between the Yankees and the Dodgers. So the Yankees now go a run up. And Vic Raschi drives in the run himself, hitting it right off of Lowe's shin into right field. Woodling running with 2 outs, Scamp at home easily. And Lowe's is being given a chance to throw a few pitches to be certain that his underpinning is all right. Now the Yankees, needing this game to stay alive and throw it into a 7-game series, are a run up. Just a few moments ago, they were a run back. The Yankees 2-5-0 for the Dodgers 1-5-1, and the battle rages. McDougal takes a curve low, ball 1. Curve low outside, ball 2. As you know, Lehman and Rutherford are in the bullpen. And that is indicative because it tells you that Joe Black is being very carefully held in abeyance for tomorrow, if there has to be a tomorrow. Pitch is low outside, ball 3. Lowe's having his troubles here in the 7th. Berra, with 2 strikes on him, suddenly belted one into out of Ebbets Field into Bedford Avenue to tie it. Then came the single through the middle by Woodling. Then Lowe's balked when the ball fell out of his right hand as he started to pump. Then with 2 down, Rashi singled off Lowe's shins. Ball 4, and McDougall draws the base on ball, pushes Rashi down to second base. 4 walks off Lowe's. So Charlie Dresden is having to measure himself by trying to win today's game and yet be ready for tomorrow. Manager Stengel is in no such position. He has to think about tomorrow, but he's got to think about today first. For example, Stengel could not hesitate to bring in, say, Ali Reynolds today if he needed him, because he's got to get today's game or there won't be any tomorrow. Dresden, of course, can hold Joe Black back, which so far he's doing. Now Phil Rizzuto. Hasn't been a series like this since these 2 clubs tangled in 47. Curve low outside, ball 1, and Lowe's has missed now with his last 5 pitches. The youngster's in trouble. Ground ball to third. Cox goes to first base, and Rizzuto is out. Well, Cox opened himself to the second guesses. He could have stepped on third, but he chose to throw. So, the Yankees rally, and in the middle of the 7th inning, the score is New York 2.
Brooklyn. The Yankees are up 2-1, and history is definitely on their side. They came into the series with 14 World Championships, including the last 3 in a row. But as we go to the Brooklyn 7th, the Dodgers still have 3 chances.
Vic Raschi, now the strong man, and he has a 1-run lead to defend, as the Yankees must have this ball game if we play again tomorrow. Raschi and Berra. Berra, who opened up the 7th and got it quickly even after Snyder had Homan in the 6th. The Yankees 2. Dodgers 1. And the batter is Gil Hodges, who is 0 for 2 today, both strikeouts, and is 0 for 16. 7 men previously in the history of World Series have gone all the way through, playing as regulars in every game and failed to get a hit. Curve ball, and Raschi has been feeding Big Hodges curves. Strike 1. Fastball, inside and high, strike 2. High inside, letter ball. 1-2. And there's Preacher Rowe, who pitched and won the 3rd game of the series, the opener at the stadium, now beginning to get ready in the bullpen for Brooklyn. Lowe's is scheduled to hit 3rd here in the 7th. Hodges bangs a curve, foul, outside 3rd. If Justin is still needing a run, when the pitcher spot comes up, he may feel he'll have to go to his bench. So you saw the old gentleman, Preacher Rowe, starting to warm up. And it must be plainly apparent that Dresden says, come what may today, if necessary, black tomorrow. The curve is wide, and not by much either. 2-2. Well, Mel and I thought when we worked that 47 series between these 2 teams that we had it. But this one just picked up where that one left off. Fastball, strike 3. Hodges is struck out for the third straight time by Rashi. That's the 8th strikeout for Vic, giving him 17 all told. 1 down. Yankees 2, Dodgers 1. Up now is Carl Ferrello, singled in the 2nd, struck out in the 5th. Pitch low inside. Ball 1. Rashi with 8 strikeouts today. 9 in the 2nd game, giving him 17 so far. Is getting close to the record for the most strikeouts by a pitcher in a 6-game series. Chief Bender totaled 20 in the 6-game series, 1911. Ground ball, wide of first. Mize. The unassisted put up. 2 are up. Now will it be Lowe's or a hitter? And out of the dugout steps Billy Lowe's. On his way to the plate. Lowe's is 0 for 2. Not a Brooklyn pitcher has gotten a base hit. There's one now. And Lowe's is on. This is the 3rd pitcher to get a hit. This is the first Brooklyn one. Lopat of the Yankees got a base hit and drove in a run. Rashi got the 2nd pitcher's hit just now in the 7th, which you saw, and drove in the 2nd run as the Yankees lead 2-1. And now Lowe's puts the tying run on at first with a single through first baseman Johnny Mize. So Charlie Dresden is staying with his pitchers. He stayed with Erskine yesterday, and he stayed with Lowe's today. There is a close-up study of Billy Cox, who has picked up the nickname in this series of the Hands. Curve low outside. Ball 1. Rashi, big and strong though he is, remember, is pitching on 2 days rest, and we're getting late now into this ball game, and every pitch that he's thrown has been a pitch under pressure. Make it 3 days rest for Rashi. 3 days rest. Strike call. 1-1. Jake Pittler, coaching at first, backs back into his box. Mize is not holding first base closely against Lowe's. He doesn't expect him to run. Curve is low. Ball 2. You noticed when the camera was on Lowe's that he was rubbing that left kneecap of his, where Rashi belted that base hit off of it. Low inside, ball 3. And it's Charlie Dresden giving the signs down at third base. Jim Turner, the pitching coach of the Yankees, has just waved down to the Yankee bullpen for the first action. And it's a single. You've got a flash of him standing in front of the Yankee dugout. Rashi has suddenly fallen behind, 3-1. And the Yankees are going to work. And that is Reynolds in the bullpen. It has to be Reynolds. Take another look at him. It has to be the Chief. The curve is over. There goes Lowe's running, and the throw gets away. So Lowe's runs. The Dodgers take one way or the other and then barrel through the ball into the dirt at second base. And the tying run is setting on at second. The pitcher is not going to go down 3-1 unless they have ordered the hit and run, and if they ordered it, then Cox missed it at the plate. However, I would think that Lowe's must have taken off. I don't know. But there either was a sign missed or a confusion on the part of either Lowe's or Cox. And out of the confusion, Lowe's winds up at second base as Barrow throws the ball into the dirt. The official scorers give it a stolen base because it was that close. Now the tying run's at second, and Lowe's is credited with a steal. Well, something went wrong and then wound up all right as something went wrong for the Yankees. The 3-2 pitch to Cox is swung on and missed, strike 3, and Rashi settles that. So for the second straight time, 9 strikeouts in the game for Rashi. And at the end of 7 innings, it's the Yankees 2 and the Dodgers. Had his troubles there in the 7th, including having Rashi bust one right off of his legs. Campanella back at the plate. As the throw down to Robinson reached the shortstop, flips the ball. And there is Preacher Rowe, who's had a pretty good amount of time to start throwing, and he's throwing seriously. The Yankees 2, the Dodgers 1. You saw Reynolds get up a moment ago. In other words, when you are behind as the Yankees are, you don't hold anything back. Reynolds was up just a moment ago, had Rashi flip it. Ball strike. Bridges, utility infielder with a mitt, running down to the bullpen to help out. Mantle hits a high fly ball. It's deep left center field. It's way out there. It's way out there, and it is in there. I mean it's in there. Belts another one. Boy, did he hit it. A rousing reception for him back on the Yankee bench. Well, all records for home runs hit by a single team as well as by both teams in a 6-game series have been shattered. And up now is Johnny Mize, who is 0 for 2 today. The Yankees lead 3-1. Let up curve is over for a called strike. Lehman is 16. Rutherford is 15. Rowe is 28. Mize hits a high foul, back out of play. We'll take another look down at the Brooklyn bullpen because something significant has taken place. Rowe has stopped throwing. And they go back to Lehman and Rutherford, which means Rowe and Black for tomorrow. Pitch is high, ball 1. You play a ball game, of course, by the situations confront you, batter by batter. But at the moment, Desson's thinking must be Rowe and Black or Black and Rowe for tomorrow. Mize hits a foul ball down right field wall stand. Toward first. Hodges makes the catch, and Mize is out. Well, here is Yogi Berra, who primed the Yankees scoring pump when he hit the home run in the 7th to tie it up at 1-1. Here is Berra. The Yankees have hit 8 home runs, which is a new record for any team in a 6-game series. The Dodgers have hit 5. Curve is over. And the 13, hit jointly by the 2 squads in a 6-game series, establishes a new record by 2. Right now, it's the ball game. The Yankees ahead 3-1. Curve. Strike 2. Curve high inside. Ball 1. That home run of Mantle's, by the way, was his 8th hit. He has the most of any of the Yankees. Berra has 6. Fly ball to right center. Snyder. It's the catch. Very graceful outfielder. 2 men are out. This was one ball game that you didn't have to ask the managers who was going to pitch tomorrow. You knew that Stengel was going to come with Raschi today, follow with Reynolds if he had to, and then if he won the ball game, come back with Reynolds tomorrow, unless he had to use him up today. And you knew that Dresden was going to go with Lowe's and withhold Joe Black against the 7th game eventuality. Here's Woodley. Call strike. 0-1. We also saw in the bullpen that first Charlie was going to use Rowe, then decided to hold him back against needing him tomorrow. Inside, ball 1. The paid attendance has just come down, 30,037. 30,037 paid. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2. Fastball wide. 2 and 2. Curve on the outside. 3 and 2. This is walk number 5, given up by Lowe's. Woodling taking over at first. This has been a painful series for Woodling. He's had a groin injury. But he's playing, and the hitter is Norin. Struck out swinging in the 2nd. Singled to left in the 5th. Took a 3rd strike in the 7th. 2 hits for 7. Drills the ball into right field. Line drive single. Frollo up with it. And Woodling holding at second base. So with 2 down, the Yankees ahead 3-1. The Yankees are threatening for more. Runners at first and second. For the Yankees, 3 runs, 7 hits and no errors. For the Dodgers, 1 run, 6 hits and 1 error. The faithful, as they call the fans here at Ebbets Field, had hardly a chance to smack their lips over Snyder's home run in the 6th and Berra homered in the 7th. And then with the runner at second, Raschi singled off Lowe's legs. Billy Martin, 6th pitch high inside, ball 1. Then to open up the 8th inning, a home run by Mantle. He has tremendous power. Curve high inside, ball 2. Lowe's won 11, lost 8 in the pennant race. Fastball. Right off the hand. 2-1. Charlie Dresden had no so-called stop pitcher in the course of the season. He had some 17 pitches that he got decisions out of. He had a scrambled staff all year. Ball 3. The Dodgers, for example, only had 50 complete games pitched for them all year long. Foul ball. Robinson began the year, spring training camp, by breaking an ankle. Fought his way along, wound up as a regular second baseman. He's a spunky little kid. Ground ball slowly up to third. Cox goes to first. In time for the out. For the Yankees in the top of the eighth inning, 1 run, 2 hits. And in the middle of the eighth, the score is the Yankees 3, the Dodgers 1.
For the New York Yankees, number 41, Joe Collins, now playing first base.
You heard the announcement over the public address system that Joe Collins, a much better fielding first baseman than the venerable John Mize, takes over at first base. The Yankees making a defensive switch now. They're leading 3-1. So Joe Collins takes over. And Mize today did not hit a ball hard. He was stopped 0 for 3. But you can't take away from what he's already achieved in this series. The batter is Reese. Low inside, ball 1. When I said that Mize hadn't hit a ball hard, he hit one in the first inning that made Snyder run. Then he walked in the 4th, grounded out second to first in the 6th, and popped up to first in the 8th. So he did hit one hard, but didn't get one saved. Call strike on the outside. Reese leads the players with the most hits with 9, but he has been stopped cold by Rashi today. He's 0 for 3. Bounces a curve to short. Rizzuto puts it over to Collins, and Reese is up. One away, last of the 8th inning. The batter is Snyder. Walked in the first inning, thrown out second to first in the 3rd, and then hit the home run in the 6th, which put the Dodgers ahead 1-0. But the pattern in both of Rash's games has been the same. The Dodgers going ahead 1-0, and then the Yankees immediately bouncing back to go out in front. Curve high outside, ball 1. Snyder has driven in the last 5 Brooklyn runs. There's another one. The Duke is tearing up the Peapack at 2 successive home runs, and Rashi, poker face, stands there, still has a 1-run lead. So the Yankees 3, the Dodgers 2 with 1 out last of the 8th inning. And the Yankee bullpen going to work. There is Reynolds as Robinson hitting a pitch high into deep left. Woodling waiting. And 2 men are out. Well, for the second time, Reynolds has been called upon. There is manager Stengel going out to the mound. This thing is getting too close to comfort for old Case.
The Dodgers would then get a runner to second, but Allie Reynolds would come on and strike out Campanella to end the rally. We'll be back after this. Key 9th. There's a runner on first, 1 out, and Rizzuto's up. 3-2 New York.
You heard an extraneous noise then. There was a jet high overhead. You hear them and then they're gone. No balls, 1 strike. Attempt foul. The Yankees pull this out. Tickets, box seats, reserved seats, standing room will go on sale right here at Ebbets Field. As soon as the game is over, we'll stay on sale until midnight. And then we'll be on sale again tomorrow morning at 9. Curve is high and outside. Ball 1. 1 and 2. Curve, lined, foul down the left field line. Holmes retrieving, throwing it out. All of the infield except second base is now in the shadow of the stand. Yankees 3, Dodgers 2. There's a ball drilled toward left field. In for the base hit. There was a hit and run on that play, and McDougal goes around to third. Rizzuto holds it first as the throw goes to second. So Stengel had McDougal running, and Rizzuto pulled the ball for a long single in the left. And Charlie Dresden is on his way out to the mound. Hit number 9 off young Lowe's, who started getting into trouble in the 7th inning. One man out. The Yankees threatening with men at first and third, and Preacher Rowe is being brought on to relieve. Lowe's is lifted after 8 and a third innings.
Now coming into pitch for the Dodgers, number 28, Preacher Rowe.
Close-up study of Lowe's. He's a grimly unhappy young man. There's old Preach now. Sitting up there in the pulpit. Charlie Dresden giving his instructions, how he wants Mantle pitched to and how he wants the infield to play accordingly. Mantle, of course, will go up there hitting right-handed. He switches. This will be Rowe's 3rd World Series appearance. Lowe gets a big hand.
With Preacher Rowe in, the Yankees have runners on first and third and are still leading 3-2. We'll be back after this.
Well, here we go. This one is still up for grabs. The Yankees leading 3-2, and leading because the 3rd run was Mantle's home run, his last at-bat. Rowe pitches him high outside for ball 1. The infield is up. Hodges holding the bag against Rizzuto at first. There's McDougal down off third. The throw to third base, and Cox had to make a brilliant stop to prevent that ball being thrown wild. Campanella almost threw it away, but for the hands down there at third. All right, ball 2. High outside, ball 3. You got the idea on these last 2 pitches. The Dodgers were expecting a squeeze. But now the squeeze is on Rowe. He's behind 3-0. Ball 4, and Mantle walks. The bases are loaded. And I gather now that Dresden's idea was not to let Mantle hit one. And Casey Stengel is calling back Joe Collins to talk to him. The bases are loaded. One man out. And here is first baseman Joe Collins. He used to be the hitter. Here he comes. is 0 for 11. Up for his first at-bat today. Took over from Myers with the glove an inning ago. There are runners everywhere you look. 3 on. 1 out. Infield in tight. Curve low outside, ball 1. Rowe working slowly, carefully. Bauer is warming up in the Yankee bullpen, may go into the outfield. Curveball is low, ball 2, and Rowe's unhappy on the decision. We got a flash just now, the Brooklyn bullpen, where these 2 pitchers, Lehman and Rutherford, are back warming up. Rowe is visibly upset on that decision. Reese takes the ball. Rowe wouldn't receive it. Umpire Passarella wants to examine the ball. Finds it's all right. Well, everything is on hair trigger edge. Enormous personal and professional prestige is at stake for these players, to say nothing of about $2,200 or $2,300, which represents the difference between the winners and the losers' players' share. Foul ball. 2-1. Bases are loaded. Mantle at first, Rizzuto at second, McDougal at third. Yankees leading by a run and trying to get some ninth-inning insurance. Low outside, ball 3. 3-1. And Rowe is unhappy. Well, this is quite a situation. Bases loaded. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Top of the 9th. Ground ball hit foul outside first. It's now 3-2. On this 3-2 pitch, the runners are not going to be just cutting loose and going. Only 1 man is out. 3 on. Strike 3. That was a sliding curveball, and Rowe struck him out. Now 2 men are gone. And as I think back over the top of this 9th inning, when Rowe came on with Mantle, a very dangerous hitter and a switch hitter, going up there right-handed, Rowe was not close with any one of his 4 pitches. And I think that Dressen ordered him to throw just 4 wide ones. If Mantle wanted to reach for him, okay, but otherwise walk him, put him on, and take his chance on first the left-hand hitting Collins, who has gone like the Brooklyn first baseman without a hit, and then have Rowe pitch to Barra. So here is the Yogi, who belted a home run for the Yankee first score in the 7th. Playing despite that injured left index finger. Infield back, 2 out. Curve low outside, and Campanella down into the dirt to block it. Farrell was pointing to that ball, not for Campanella's sake, but pointing to it for the base runner's sake. In other words, there it is, fellas, don't run. Well, this series has gone from one big moment to another, so we'll just dispense with the adjectives. Slow curve over, and look at Berra. 1 ball, 1 strike. Friends, when you realize how much is up for grabs, whenever you have a close pitch, the umpire back of the plate has got to get a squawk. In other words, if he'd called that one the other way, Rowe would have come storming off there. You wonder why it is men want to take that abuse and be umpires. Curve, swung on, hit to right field. Back goes Torello, makes the catch. And that was a tough catch because it was right into the sun. You could see the sun glistening on his glasses. So Rowe comes on and gets the Yankees out. He walks Mantle, and I think deliberately. Although it's not that he scored that way. Strikes out Collins after being behind on him 3-1, and then gets Barrow on a line drive to right. No runs and 2 hits. And we're coming now grippingly to the last half of this ninth. Now we're going to have a pinch hitter for Gil Hodges, and here's a new right fielder for the Yankees, Hank Bauer. Right field is the tricky field, especially this time of day here at Brooklyn. So Bauer goes out to right field, replacing Noren as a defensive move for New York, leading 3-2. And Gil Hodges, who has not a hit in the series, has struck out all 3 times. Hodges is relieved, and Nelson will hit for him.
Number 9, Hank Bauer, now playing right field.
So the Yankees come up with a new right fielder. The Dodgers come up with a pinch hitter. Reynolds relieved and got the 3rd out and left the tying run at second base last inning. Is now ready to go. How about you all? Well, in all this excitement, friends, hope you enjoy it, but just set loose now and let's see what happens. A slow curve is slipped in for a call strike. The last third of the Brooklyn list up here in the last of the ninth, and that's Ben Wade in the Brooklyn bullpen. Swings above the slider, strike 2. Well, I'll guarantee you that the chief is on the warpath. He's mad at everybody right now. These close-up shots are very revealing, aren't they? Strike 3. Boom, over the high slider. Well, Reynolds came on and pitched to one man in the 8th inning and struck him out. It was Campanella, made him throw his bat past the mound. Now he strikes out pinch hitter Nelson, and up steps Carl Ferrello. Ball game hanging the Yankees 3 and the Dodgers 2. Foul back. No balls, 1 strike. I was a look over there at the Gillette radio booth. Bill Corum, Jack Brickhouse, Al Helfer over there where that foul ball almost went in. And on deck is the injured Andy Pafko as the pinch hitter for Rowe. Ferrello fouls it on top of the first base stand. However, that does not mean that Pafko is going to hit. Ferrello's at-bat could change the complexion of the game. So we'll wait and see. Reynolds, formidable figure. Curve is down into the dirt and back. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. These clubs are really giving each other a battle, aren't they? Inside at the kneecap. Ball 2. There's the central figure right now. Allie Reynolds relieving. Lehman now throwing along with Wade in the Brooklyn bullpen. Inside, ball 3. Fastball. The string is out. Frello has had 1 for 3 today. He has had 4 hits, 20 at-bats in the series. Foul ball in the upper stand, back to first. Into. Umpire's assistant bringing up a new supply of baseballs. Low, ball 4, and the tying run is walked to first base. So Frello is on, and Andy Pafko will hit for Preacher Row. Well, here is Andy Pafko with a pulled muscle, back of his right leg, unable to start, is now up to the pinch hitter. The Yankee bullpen on the double, going back to work again. Zauber and Gorman. Yankees 3, the Dodgers 2. Call strike. The tying run at first base with 1 out. Winning run at the plate. That's the tactical situation that confronts Reynolds and New York. Low for ball 1. Well, this game has gotten like yesterday. It's gotten to be a doozy. In fact, add them up, and it's double-jointed doozies. Fastball inside. Ball 2. Reynolds straining, putting everything he can on these pitches. As manager Stengel. Low outside, ball 3. Motioning one of his defensive players. All right, 3 balls, 1 strike. A high pop-up. There's the shortstop, Rizzuto. And 2 men are out. So Pafko getting the green light from Dressen to swing on the 3-1 pitch. Swung, popped to short. And we have 1 out left in this ball game. That is at the moment. Billy Cox, who has performed so brilliantly at third base with his glove, has had 2 hits today. had 6 hits in the series. Yankees 3, the Dodgers 2. 2 up. Runner at first base. Collins holding against Perello. Carl dives back with a hand. That's a habit of his. He finds he can get back to a bag quicker by diving than sliding. Stengel setting his defense. Curve is low. Ball 1. Reynolds fighting to defend this run that is so precious. Cox a ground ball to third. McDougal up with it despite a bad hop to throw to first, and Cox is out. We go into game 7. That ball took a very erratic down jump, and McDougal made a brilliant play to come up with it. So, Reynolds defends it, and we now are going all the way. And the final score, the Yankees 3 runs, 9 hits, and no error. And the Dodgers 2 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error.
That series was another heartbreaker for the Dodgers when Billy Martin's sensational catch in Game 7 snuffed out Brooklyn's last rally. In 1955, the Dodgers would beat their rivals, but that would be their only championship in the first 7 World Series against the Yankees. Next week, we show you a game that pitching dreams are made of. Mike Scott's no-hitter to clinch Houston's 1986 division title. I'll see you then.